Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good.
Good. Hey, did you see that the schedule for the golf team is posted?
I did. I'm pretty pumped. I think we can contend for states this year.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I'm excited about it. I've been working hard all summer to try and get my chipping and get in shape.
That's great. I've been practicing a lot this summer too. I would really like to get my average down to a 73.
Wow.
But it feels like to do that I'd have to practice about 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm sure that with a 73 average you could get into any college you like with a scholarship.
Yeah, that would be great. The only problem is to practice that much. My mom and I are afraid that my grades are going to really suffer and I may not be able to get into my first choice of schools.
Oh yeah, that might be tough. Well, you know, it seems like when I study, if I study for just an hour more a night, I go from a C to a B average. And then if I study for, you know, it would probably take 7 hours to get up to an A average, but then my golf game wouldn't be too good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I've really improved my chipping this year. That's a good shot, Eric.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one a little bit.
It seems like with practicing, if I just spend an hour a day, I can maintain it. But to get any better, I have to really practice about 8 hours to really see a difference in my results.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Whoa, great shot. That was awesome.
Thanks, Eric.
Caleb has a dilemma. Does he practice more and improve his golf average and possibly get a scholarship? Or does he focus on his schoolwork with the goal of having an A average? He realizes there's a trade-off. The more he studies, the higher his grades, but the worse his golf score. Economists use the production possibility frontier to illustrate Caleb's dilemma. The frontier is a bowed line that represents all the possible combinations of grades and scores if Caleb devotes a total of 8 hours a day to a combination of studying or golf. Please note these points. If Caleb chooses point A, he would practice 8 hours and improve his golf game the most, but he wouldn't see any improvement in his GPA. At point I, Caleb would study 8 hours and maximize the improvement in his grade point average, but his golf average would not improve. All the points between A and I show the improvement in his golf game and grade point average for every combination of study time and practice time, given the 8-hour limitation. Note that when Caleb works on his grades or golf for the full 8 hours, he cannot improve his golf game without harming his GPA. Caleb would be operating on the frontier of our curve. For example, if Caleb begins at point G and practices a little more, he may move to point D, but his grades would suffer. The fall in his GPA is the cost of spending more time practicing. Now, if Caleb decided to watch TV and relax and take a break for a few weeks, he may be at point K or inside his production possibility frontier. This is illustrated on the next slide. When inside the frontier, Caleb could improve either his golf game or his grades without hurting the other by dedicating more time to either grades or golf. He would also be able to improve on both, like at point E. All the possible combinations are inside the area of DKG. Caleb would like to improve his golf game and grades beyond the limits set by his time. But this is impossible without outside help. Any point outside the production's possibility frontier is impossible given the 8-hour constraint. For example, point J represents an impossible point where Caleb drastically improves his golf game while also significantly improving his grades. Now, let's assume that Caleb hires a golf pro to improve his game and a tutor to help him in his studies. These investments would eventually allow him to push out his possibilities curve and actually improve both. Where are you? Are you operating to your fullest potential and close to your production's possibility frontier? Or are you wasting too much time and operating inside your frontier? To learn more about this lesson and other important economic concepts, please visit our website at higherrockeducation.com. Thank you.